Hello and welcome everyone to another night of adventures with your friends here at Dragon Lake Adventures. Tonight we are playing D&D 3.5 with the Trinity of the Sapphire team. On the last episode of the Trinity of the Sapphire, the party engaged in battle at the behest of Far the Giantess in order to save her husband from a vile necromancer. Their party cut and blasted their way through the giant minions protecting the necromancer and stand at the cusp of interrupting the evil magic ritual being performed on Far's husband. Will they succeed in saving the day, or fail and fall to the necromancer's wicked magics?
Wicked.
Remember to tell people that we have a haste, a prayer, and a bless up.
All right, as we discussed off screen, just go ahead and roll yourselves into the initiative, please. APOC. All right. Just a quick reminder, this guy here is the person we've been calling the Necromancer in the center.
The slightly greenish one?
Yep. This one here is Mama Giant, whose name I believe was Far the Giantess.
Yep, Far the Giantess.
Oh no, I'm sorry, she's right here. Stone Giant, or I'm sorry, you're not sure what kind of giant, but giant there. Dorzian, you're on top of the order.
All right.
Actually, I'm sorry. APOC rolled a nat 20, didn't he? He did.
Did I? Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay. So you see this? It's like right here. That little square right there. I'm reaching up, ripping off one of the beads off my necklace of fireball, and throwing it there.
Sure. What's my reflex save?
Let me look here. DC 14 half.
Okay, rock some damage for me.
All right, this will be. I need to get the advanced. Wow. Talk about poopy butt.
Well, you could give me a player point.
No, that's not. It's poopy butt. It ain't that poopy butt.
All right, just asking. I'll take my damage.
And then that was just a simple right. Can I still move?
Yep. That was a use magic device.
Okay. I will.
So that brings us to our lovely
There.
Dorzian.
All right, so I'm gonna have Galapagos attack the
The giant here.
giant next to her. So her bite attack. Let me find it. So I got it's 2 attacks per round, so it's two sets of 2d8 plus 6 damage. So I'm gonna roll 2d8.
So go ahead and make your attack roll.
So I think that's a. I don't have macros for this, so it says. Oops, I changed. Didn't have my. It says plus 11 next to the attack.
Sure. So that would be your first attack, and your second would be at a +6.
Yep. So roll again for the second attack, or.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, the first one hits, second one misses, so go ahead and roll your damage for your first attack. Why do you have to be trouble, kitten? There you go.
So that's 14 damage.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And
what are you doing
then.
for your turn?
Hmm. I am going to attack the giant as well.
Okay.
So
Are you riding on the back of your turtle? Is that where you were?
no, I'm way over here.
Ah, then go ahead and roll the hit, sir.
I don't remember anything.
Hey, Chris.
No,
Feel like doing a shot?
I don't have any.
Oh.
Give me one.
Hamilton's in.
I'll do a shot of nice, good old tap water. Hydration is important, kids. Stay hydrated.
I guess I'll do a shot of easy cheese with you.
That's terrible.
Easy cheese.
It's what I had on
That's
my
you're
desk.
doing
What do
as
you
a
want
shot,
from me?
John? Easy cheese.
Yeah.
I like easy cheese as much as the next guy, John, but wow.
Yeah, what is the chaser for easy cheese?
Chicken and a
Pepperoni.
biscuit.
Backward.
The chaser is chicken and a biscuit crackers.
No, that's the tree.
Not when you're taking a shot.
Ugh.
That guy's a
Savages.
cracker.
Yeah, I'm a
Such
fucking savage.
savages.
I know. What do you want from me?
And crackers.
So did you figure out your attack, sir?
Yeah, I
it's
rolled
right
it.
there. 37 and 22. Nice. I'll take my 36 damage. And you only get 2 attacks a round, don't you?
Yeah.
So that nat 1 doesn't matter.
Yep.
Roll sense motive. Me no like fire.
Ooh,
Core.
good to know.
Well, you are using a flaming bow.
Yeah.
All right.
Emily is great. Yeah.
I'm just looking for the. Okay, it's 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels at 13. That's 7 increments. Let me do some quick math here, and then I'll be right on top of that. I know what spell I want to cast. I just want to get the numerics right.
What spell is that?
Need my calculator. Why are you hating me, computer? Fuck you, I'll use my phone. Failed me.
It's probably Flame Strike.
So everything within 60 feet that I target.
Oh, not flame strike.
So people have been getting pretty beat up, right? And they said that that guy was a necromancer lich. Did he look like a
Yep.
necromancer lich?
He's 20 feet tall, and half of his face seems to be partly bone and rotted off of his head. I don't know why the height mattered there, but I wanted to add that.
How to roll this encounter? Ugh.
How did you roll this encounter? How did you roll this encounter not once, but twice?
Well, we went back looking for it the second time.
No,
Oh,
you rolled up the
we
exact
rolled
same
up far
thing, so
after we rolled up the...
You rolled up
okay.
the same hook twice. And so, like, I was like, well, I can't give you the exact same scenario, so here's the mom looking for you.
I see. All right. 95 feet away.
Otherwise, I would have thought there were just like weird things with liches and shit all over the place, just hanging around.
Well, yeah. It does seem to be the beginning of an undead war.
What's this black circle here?
The black circle around the monster?
You probably can't see my measurement arrow here. Let me switch to it. That thing.
Yeah, that thing?
Yeah.
It's a light purple aura that's irradiating around the lich.
Okay, that's probably not okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna move up 30 feet and then make a knowledge check on this sucker instead of doing
Sure.
what I had, because I don't have the range to do that other thing currently. So I'm up to there. This is far, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And her husband's in the middle there.
Yep, the gray guy in the middle, this guy.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna
And
make
the
a
guy with
knowledge
the-
check. Sorry, go ahead.
And this is your baddie right here.
Yeah, that guy right there. That's the giant necro lich.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
He's that
I'm gonna
douchebag.
make a knowledge check on the bubble that's happening real quick.
Sure.
Would religion work on this, or should it have to be on Arcana?
It is a lich. Knowledge, religion works on undead creatures. Arcana works on spells.
Well, this
Yep,
is a
so-
spell, so that's what I want to know about. What's the bubble about?
Well, when you saw APOC run in there before, he got a look on his face like abject terror, but he seemed to have overcome it and pushed forward.
Okay. So I would guess take it to be at some kind of ward.
Or aura, sure.
All right. Pretty sure I can try to dispel that.
You're absolutely right.
Would break enchantment. Do I think that level spell would be enough to contend to this thing? With that knowledge roll?
Let me double check break enchantment real quick.
Well,
Instantaneous effects, flesh stone, cast level. Yep. You think this would work?
Whew. Let me check my meta magic feats. Alright. Quicken spell. Alright, I did take that. Sweet. Can I do that with a spell that takes a full minute to cast normally? Does that actually affect it?
I'm sorry, so can you say that again, John?
If I use the Quicken spell and cast it as a 6th level spell instead of a 5th level spell, can I reduce a minute to a full round? Because it reduces a full round to a free action.
Yeah, it takes it down one category.
Okay, then I'll cast it as a 6th level spell and cast it immediately.
Okay. Roll your d20, add your caster level to a maximum of 15.
Alright, I think this might be a part of the sheet still. Under the spells thing. Nope. I'm sorry, what was the roll again then, if it's not built in?
D20 plus caster level to a maximum of 15.
Let me check to see if I've got any spell penetration thing going on.
Penetrate my spell, will you?
Wow, wow.
Turning, empower. This doesn't have a numeric effect to affect, I don't think. Nope. I do not have penetrate on this character, so it is as it is. Rolling. Ah, I rolled low.
Nice. Against a DC of 11 plus the caster level of the effect. Caster level of the effect is... So it'd be...
No more bubble time.
Alrighty then. Which one of you two had the bubble on?
The giant, actually, the bull.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the...
Yep.
yeah.
Good turn, Fuin.
Yes.
That's a lovely cat you have there. What would you like to do for your turn?
I'm going to sneakily walk. Let's see. We have double time on, right?
You have haste, which allows you to increase your speed by 30 feet.
But if I'm sneaking, I can only do half of the. So my
So
normal.
it'd be your base speed plus 15 feet. Or sorry, half your base speed plus 15 feet.
Yeah, so it puts it at my normal distance.
Yep. And then you can hit the stealth button to...
I'm still in stealth. Would have? Do I need to re-roll walk silently? Stealth.
Yeah, because it's a new game and I don't think we saved the rolls, so...
I did. It's on them.
Is it?
Yeah, 38.
Oh, good job. Never mind. Then no, you don't need to really re-roll shit. So that was a single move. Would you like to do anything else?
Not at this moment.
You could. I mean, you could move again, take a standard action, take a drink.
I can move. If I can move again, I'm gonna move again.
You can. Same distance.
Yep.
Mr. Silvira. Silvira?
So yeah, yes, I'm going to do a dead out run.
A run, sure. Do you have the run feat?
No, but I can just run.
You can.
I do.
Well, that's a full round action.
Yes, it is.
Giantess. She's gonna see that the purple aura is down, scream, and charge, I think. Can she charge from here? Oh, yeah. And roll the hit. Success. Our damage is 3d6 plus 10. Alright. Giantess was also the male giant as well, so he'll have him take his 3 attacks. Hit, hit, miss. 2. Right. And right. Necromancer. He is going to. Aura went down. Core did that. That's frustrating. My target's awake and alive. I'm going to take a 5-foot step to here to avoid attacks of opportunity. Pull what looks like a log out of his pocket, but is in all actuality a giant-sized wand, and cast something that makes his eyes glow briefly.
Can I spellcraft that?
Sure.
Come on, high roll. Whatever.
It's the opposite of a heal spell of some kind. APOC, it's your turn.
I'm going to rage because I have not done that yet, and this is getting little, just a little.
Fucking go into a berserker rage.
Yeah, let me get my. There we go. And then charge.
Yeah.
What were we under the effect of buff-wise right now for attack and
Haste.
damage rolls?
You have a round or two left of haste. You have prayer and bless up.
What do prayer and bless do? I don't.
+1, +1.
Plus
Minus
plus
one for it is a minus
Yeah.
1 for his attacks and all his stuff.
I'm all total of +4 to your attack rolls.
Yep.
Attack and damage, or just.
Oh no, sorry. Inspire Courage is going too, so a total of +5 to your attack rolls, 4 to your damage rolls, and 4 to your saves.
36 for 44 bludgeon.
I'll take my bludgeoning.
Oh,
Okay.
and we're all avoiding a bonus we could be having.
Are you doing anything else, APOC? That was a charge, right?
Yeah.
Dorzian.
Stack more on that if we go get some shirts on.
I looked for my shirt. I can't find it anywhere today, dude.
What?
It's like, hey, I know the season's ending. I'm just gonna hide now.
Rude.
No.
I'm gonna probably start again with Galapagos attacking that giant. Same as
Galapagos giant. Yeah, go for it. That's a miss. That's a hit. Roll damage.
so that's 17.
Right. Nice. And Dorzian's turn then.
I'm also gonna attack again. Same thing. It's wrong. Oh crap. Sorry, I closed the character sheet. Okay.
Nice. 26 and a 25 are both hits, and your second hit kills it.
All right. Good. And then I want to declare dodge on the other stone giant up in the corner.
Oh, the one I forgot about last round. Good plan. Core? I'm sorry, Dorzian, did you have anything else?
No, that's it.
All
Core,
right.
sir.
Going to double move to there and take a defensive against the Necrolich giant. Can I make a heal check on Far's husband now that I'm this close to him?
Yeah. No, you can roll sense motive. Heal checks or standard actions. You took a double move.
Okay. Does he seem okay, or does he seem like he's hiding a wound or anything?
He definitely seems injured to you. He's leaning really hard to one side, and he's bleeding from quite a few wounds.
Roger Dodger. Alright, well, I'm not going to do anything else. We're good here. I'm done. Thank you.
Fuin.
Muted. Hey, I'm gonna declare dodge on the Necrolich.
Good plan.
And I'm going to make a double move to behind him.
Okay. I'm gonna double check my spot check here. I would like to do this secretly. Ugh. I have to close all my dice bags now because kitten terrorism.
Cats. Terror cats.
Okay. You move past the creature.
That was a double, so that ends my turn.
Ye paladin of travel.
Wrong guy. This is Apocalypse.
Paladin of
Well,
the Paladin of
He is
Travel's
a
not here
paladin
today.
of the god, one of the gods of travel. Rylan.
I'm gonna be double moving up
Oh, him.
and taking out my sword.
You realize you can charge at that distance, right?
Oh, true. Okay. Yeah, I'll charge then. Might as
I
well.
mean, if you don't want your attack, that's fine. You're welcome to do what you're doing, but
The space do the
Okay. Well, that's a single attack,
it is.
and but I'll get a +2 on the roll, and I am going to smite his butt. Well, with my smite, which is I'm going to try to dispel his fucking ass. In other words, I want to hit all his spells.
Dispelling strike it is. Here comes the one.
I'm figuring that. What did I roll? Like
23 is a miss.
23's a miss. Oh wow.
Give me a player point, re-roll it.
I rolled a 2. I didn't roll a 1. Yeah, I'll do that today. Yeah, I'll do that.
There you go. Roll some damage for me.
It didn't do damage.
Yeah, they messed up a bunch of the stuff. You got to hit the buttons.
The damage roll.
Yeah, well, there's also a single attack and damage roll at the very end of it now.
Okay. Well, okay. Weird, but I can do the
Yeah.
damage on it.
Yeah.
Let's go look at. I guess look at my numbers here. Just give me a second.
You were going to have to do that anyways with the smite.
Yeah, I know. So I get a base of 4 plus 5.
So 9.
9. Uh,
What's
plus
your...
my 3 and my silicon look at strength here. I have to look at all my things because it's like it's not. I don't have it all memorized here. So it's 10 plus 3 more, which is 13 plus another d6 from fire if it's affected by fire at all for 4 more.
And your smite on there
Oh
should
yeah,
be your...
yeah. Oh, that's gonna be my charisma bonus, I believe. Another 4. So
go up.
17 damage that way, but I also get to roll my d20. So 13 plus 6, 19.
That was a
Yeah.
d12.
Oh, I know. I didn't mean to roll that. I'm really trying to find this one here. It is. Need to roll for a 32 for dispelling magic. For a high level, a greater dispel on him directly. So he's got to go through all his spells.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 down.
So can he? I mean, he can make it. He can make it so he can throw against that 32, but we'll see.
I'm caster specialized giant, so.
Still pretty fucking
You
hard.
feel like your dispelling strike ripped through a few of his magical protections. Though the physical damage wasn't as much as you might hope, it did sort of what you were hoping for. By the way, your illusions, they can't move that fast.
Oh, or then they're farther back or something. I don't know.
They would be farther back, still chasing in, because I think they can only move 30 feet around, and I believe it takes...
I don't know I don't know if they even specify it in a mirror image. Do they? I'll get to look it up for you. Go on. I'll look it up.
Okay. Moving on. Giantess. I'm going to take my 5 foot. I'm going to take my 5 foot, and complete this. 1 and 2. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3 hits and 1 hit. But the 1 hit is a nat 20. Which confirms. I don't think it's going to matter very much anymore, Rylon. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. He's immune to criticals, so 22, 22, and 18. All right, APOC, it's your turn, sir.
I think it's time for one of APOC's favoriteest things in the whole wide world. Wait, they're flank. He's flanked now, isn't he?
Very badly, yes. Oh, I didn't take the Necromancer's turn. Sorry.
Oh,
What tricky
Suspense.
business am I gonna do? What
They
is on my
steer.
spell
They
list?
steer. They steer near the caster actually.
I'm gonna cast defensively.
I would hope so.
Well, crap.
I mean, we all get attacks of opportunity. I like attacks of opportunity. Attacks of opportunity are one of the best things ever.
I'm about to get
Oprah
mollywopped.
pops up. You get attack of opportunity. You get attack of opportunity. You get attack of opportunity.
I guess we'll just go in initiative order for those of you who are close enough to get your attacks of opportunity. Rylon first, then Dorzian.
Sure.
Oh, I'm not
Or
close
go ahead and
enough.
just roll them out. Sorry, Dorzian, you aren't close enough. Rylon, Apoc, Fuin, and the two giants.
Would mine coming from stealth be a sneak attack?
Do you have any ability to sneak attack undead creatures?
I have sneak attack.
Correct, but undead creatures are immune to sneak attacks because they don't have organs that function.
Do I have flanking?
You
Is that
do.
behind it?
Sam, my AO, kind of like a critty thingy.
I rolled
Oh.
a 1.
Well, it's a good thing I'm immune to crits.
I rolled a
Okay.
1.
So it's only the 48 bludgeoning damage then, I guess. Which
I
that
still
could
hit
have
him
been.
with rolling a 1. That's hilarious.
Would that be a single attack then too?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's an attack of opportunity. Though you're rolling to hit my touch AC because I don't know you're there.
That would have been 134 damage on a normal creature for a just a
know.
swinging of the hammer.
And now I'm sad because it's only 48 and not.
And he rolled a 1.
Bull.
Poor
Wow.
Fuin.
Y'all getting them nat ones.
It's okay. Good luck getting that 44 minus 44 on your spell off.
Right.
And the giants.
Minus 44 to get my spell off. Thank you, sir. My spell fails. Apoc.
The Giants get AOs too, don't they?
Oh, they do. Right, and I rolled it, and one was a 1 and the other was a 13. I missed and I rolled a 1.
Ah, okay, sorry, I didn't catch what. All right. So now it's time for my other favoriteest thing.
Full
Cookies.
attack.
It's called a full round attack. And then we're hasted, so I get another good old single.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So you're the first
you
three, and
walk
then
up after everybody sort of takes their mollywomp on him. You walk up and you cleanly chop right through his like midsection, and then right back through his upper section, and then right through his head.
I don't know what this chop thing you're talking about is.
Smash. Smash.
There
Sorry.
we go. This is kind of like the printer scene in Office Space, I'm imagining, because we're all just surrounding him, angry as hell, and, you know, oh, yeah!
gets hit one way, falls into another guy, hits him back the other way. Someone misses, just out of rage, swinging. Someone else gets a hit.
Unfortunately, he's not dead because he's a lit, and therefore it's almost impossible to kill him unless he has phylactery.
On that note, you all see purple energy fly up into the sky at a rapid pace and disappear off to the west.
If we're out of combat, can I take a heal action?
Yeah.
Healing would be good.
I think a lot of people need healing, so this is to everybody within 60 feet of core.
Oh,
3d8 plus 13.
You can apply that to the whole group. It's after combat. You're fine.
Oh yeah, you could have moved in and accepted that. I would have waited for you.
So is that 9 plus 13, you said?
9 plus 13, yeah.
I'm still full health.
I am not. Feels a little better, though.
Oh, I think my max is 78, so that would have put me over.
Okay. Now, how do I get rid of all the little boxes I made there?
You select them one by one and erase them.
Okay.
Those of you who are standing near the corpse, please make a spot check. Ryline, you see it.
Perception?
Sure. And Apoc sees it. And Fuin sees it. The body itself seems to be melting.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a big old step back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a big old full movement action back.
I
And
will
do a
yell to
knowledge
the
check.
giant Tess and her husband, step back. It could be dangerous.
I can't touch my character because I'm underneath the giant.
Your token is off. It's just the thingamadoodles.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Yep, there
gonna
we go.
do, I guess, a knowledge arcana and alchemy. If that, do I even have alchemy with this character? I do not. Just knowledge arcana. Is that some kind of backlash spell?
It might be the body trying to regenerate somewhere else.
The body is no longer inhabited, so it's returning to its base parts of ectoplasm.
Oh, it's just a bubbly pool of ectoplasm. It's probably full of taint, though.
And
Right?
bones.
Still probably
You
not
think
okay to
there's-
touch.
You think there's anything worth searching that for?
Oh, put a detect magic up and look that way.
The entire goop seems magical in some way. Necromancy.
Does it look like there's any items that are also magical in there or not?
Hot check. You aren't able to get a clear line of sight because the goop is covering everything with such a heavy necromantic aura.
When is it appropriate, I approach Mr. Giant Man, whose name we don't know.
His name is Close.
About
I
30?
love it.
Oh.
I fucking love it.
Close and far.
Please tell me what their baby's name is.
If it's wherever,
Near.
Near-ish.
Rylan, you see two
Where?
glowing purple gems in the goop that seem to have been his eyeballs at some point. You also see the wand slowly melting.
That's
Um,
a harmful
that-
thing.
With the yeah.
As if waving around a lightsaber is safe to see if it's magical.
I rolled a knowledge all on the stuff we're seeing here.
There's a good bard.
What are you asking about specifically, or do you just want me to give you some general knowledge?
Well, yeah, if we're seeing like those gems now and anything else, if that's the only thing that's really sticking around, and the gems, bones.
Sure. The knowledge arcana check will tell you that wand there is mostly complete still and hasn't been destroyed by the stuff. You think the gems are doing just fine and don't seem to be degrading at all based on that check. Your knowledge dungeoneering will tell you that slime there is acting a lot like an acid or an ooze. Your knowledge religion check will tell you that liches destroying their former bodies is a fairly common act. Also, that lich is not dead. He's just going to find a new body.
Get a piece of him, quick.
I'll
There
do
are
a,
no pieces of him besides
Yeah.
his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Get the eyeballs and maybe even grab that wand.
I'm gonna cast a resist energy and then scoop this stuff out.
Resist energy acid?
Acid, yeah.
Sure.
Use some tongs.
Roll a d8, sir. Is your resist up to 10 or is it up to 5?
Let me check. I assume that if it's a 5, I can take 5 points of damage.
No. If it's a 5, then you're fine. If it's not, then I'm going to make you roll the other 2 because you reached in there 3 times.
Well, the resist energy stands up for a while. It's like a time spell.
Right, but it's like it blocks a certain amount of damage.
Per round.
Per round, yeah. And you reached your hand in there 3 times, so that'd be 3 rolls. And if it can't exceed the protection of 10, then it doesn't matter. But if it can, then
10 points. Yeah, energy resistance 10.
you're able to successfully fish out the items.
Okay. We'll rinse them off.
The baby's name is Present.
Would now be an appropriate time for me to talk to dude?
Yeah.
Hello. My name is Apocalypse. Are you okay? Do you need further healing at all?
I appreciate the rescue. What clan are you from?
I have no clan. My story is different than most.
Your retainers seem very powerful.
They are my friends. They owe me nothing other than friendship.
Ah, I won't say a word in front of them, and he'll give you a very big wink.
No, okay. But you are good. You are. Do you need further healing? Or...
My wife and I are looking to escape the upcoming war. We were forced off of our mountain range to the east. We could use a bit more healing.
Core.
Ooh, don't ask twice, buddy. Unless
Thank
I
you,
didn't hear you
friend.
the first time.
Well, I hadn't said anything to you yet.
No, I'll walk up and do a heal check to see what kind of spells would best suit the situation. Dr. Core's on the job.
Lady Farr is at about half, and her husband, Sir Close, is below a third. The baby seems
Cool.
fine.
Alright, dudes and dudette. We're gonna cure serious wounds Far first and see where she's at after that.
This is when you need somebody like Amatrine because they can just heal you up to half.
Cool.
Just by standing there.
Points. You feel like you healed about an eighth.
Dang. Yeah, I got a lot of fucking health points, huh? Alright. I got something with a little bit more kick in there. Let's see how many times a day I can do that. Oh, plenty. Alright. Nice. Effectively almost the same.
3 more.
Well, it's a 4th level spell. Let me count out my spells to see how many more of those I can drop real quick.
You also might want to just rest here for the night too, because it's got to be pretty late in the day at this point.
I'm gonna drop 2 more of those, and then I have a bunch of Cure Serious that I'll use. I don't want to spend all of my spells. So I'll drop 2 more of those on Far. Nice, rolled exactly the same thing on both of them. And then start worrying about her husband. And I'll just hit him with 2 Cure Serious and see how he's standing there.
Alright. You've got Far up to almost full, and Close is still below half. Or just nearing half.
Okay, I got plenty more of these today, so I'll drop 2 more. How you feeling now?
Okay.
He says he's feeling better, but I mean, he'll take whatever you got, but don't you need to worry about your own companions? He looks around at...
Is anybody else on our team still injured?
Yeah.
Yes, but take care of them first, please.
Could do a burst.
Yep, I can stand to do a... I can definitely do another Cure Critical Mass. If that'll help people. Or not, sorry, a Cure Serious Mass. I don't know if I can... Cure
Like 32 down.
Critical... Yep, nope, I can't do the Critical Mass. I can do Serious Mass. So I'll drop one of those on everybody. Everyone gets this one.
I'm damn near at full now.
Yeah.
So is it 30? It's 30, right?
30. Yeah.
Far is almost at full, and Close is just, about at 2/3 now.
Alright. I do not want to be unprepared for anything that may else happen for the day, so I'm going to hold my spells off. Seems like
I
everybody
offered
is
them
in
a
a
party.
safe place.
Yep.
I offer them a hearty drink off my mug. Would they appreciate such a thing?
Yeah.
Far and Close, would you like a refreshment?
Just so you're aware, magical healing doesn't replace blood. So yeah, they take a couple of big giant swigs and realize that it's sort of ever filling, and they just keep going for a little bit. Like
They're big.
they just start going, and they're like, "Whoa, oh," and then pass it off.
He kept
time-
giving.
What time of day is it right now, Sam?
Let me double check. Magic fuel. You guys only left like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, no shit. But we like wasn't running into the close in that weird circle thing. Our like afternoon encounter. And
Yep.
Far was our, or maybe she was our maybe he was our morning encounter.
That was the morning encounter.
Then Far was our noon encounter, and then we
Yeah,
ran
so you only have
back.
one more encounter for the night.
Why don't we just make camp here and we can all rest for the night?
We'll have to double time to catch up with Acorn Blast.
Yeah, that's fine.
You kind of have to anyway at this
We
point.
have horses to do that with. just
We've
reminding
got like
everybody.
a wagon or whatever.
I thought we rented horses.
We rented horses.
Did we rent a wagon too?
You
No,
wouldn't be
it's-
moving this fast if you had a wagon.
We were doing horses.
Yeah.
Flying and
Okay.
horses.
This is a cat.
Yes.
Do we want to roll the encounter check and then call it a night because we wanted to have a short game today?
Yep.
Well, we still have about an hour until we would normally end. You guys feel
Well,
like
why,
keeping
why, don't we
going, or
try
you
to,
good with
why don't we try to get to the tree? And then
Let's roll the encounter check and see what it is. It might be
Yeah. Not
something, whatever.
All right, who wants to roll it?
Crunk, because he called it out.
Deal. He's always good at rolling. Nice,
Hey, I got
1331.
anagram numbers.
Overnight encounter.
Is that a
Is that a what, Chris?
I forget what to call them, forward, backwards, same thing.
Anagram, isn't it?
3, 2, 1.
Is that
Because
something
they're not
else?
one thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd have. I guess.
Do Close and Far spend the evening with us to rest and
They do. They hang out at the fire, and they'll tell you a story about how the necromancer used to be part of their tribe until he was banished across the sea in the last war. And he keeps coming back and plaguing the chieftains because he says he's the true chief because he was a former son of a chief. And but the second son inherited the clan because the first son died, and that's who the necromancer is. And so he calls them all part of the cadet branch and thinks that they all should serve him. And they have to kill him on a fairly regular basis.
sounds annoying. If we come to the chance to eliminate him fully, we will.
If you are ever blessed to go to the Isle of Death and go into the Chamber of Liches, I would be pleased if you destroyed that vile, vile monster.
Can we will. I don't want a long form, but I relay my full story, like how I ended up a giant and have only been a giant for a few months in actuality. By this point, I think.
The moment you tell them that, they stop referring to you as Apocalypse and start referring to you as the baby.
That's
who
fine.
has no name.
Mm. The truth is the truth.
They say, here, let me pull out a map for you, sir. That if you want to be accepted by Giant Society, even though you are not part of a clan, what you can do to be acknowledged as an adult is, let me see if I can put a marker on the board, draw a circle. That is a terrible color. Circle. How do you pick the color? There we go. Do you not get to pick the color of the circle?
Yeah, you do. When you pick draw, you go to draw shape, or when you are go to freehand,
Whatever.
you can
It's gonna
change
be
the
a
color
red
while
square
you're in.
now.
Okay.
All the way down here.
Yep.
Okay.
Oop.
The place have a name?
No, it doesn't. She just tells you that you need to go there and do the storm giant trials, and that there is a very old storm giant there who will administer the trials, and if you're able to succeed, then you will be accepted as a full adult member.
Thank you. There's much I do not know, for obvious reasons.
If you wish to be inducted in the mysteries, go there and speak to her.
I will endeavor to do this.
Her name is Lady Cumulus. And that sounds like a lovely thing to do next season.
Yeah.
All right. So what did our roll get us?
Nothing. No encounter.
Sweet. So it's the next
Like,
day
it actually
then?
straight up rolled a no encounter. Yeah. How far out were you from
One hex, I
our
think.
friend? Oh, you were close.
Yeah, we're real close. And we're double timing it on horses.
You are double timing on horses. Because of the speed, I'll decrease the DCs, but the DCs have a slightly higher range. So why don't we go ahead and roll 2 encounters for the day? Crunk, you rolled the last one, so not you.
I'll roll one.
It's safe to say we filled up on health overnight when we camped and shit, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Storm Giants are going to leave you and say that they're actually heading to Lady Cumulus because she is gathering up the Storm Giants to provide them safety, because there are no large Storm Giant cities in this region.
I let them know in the very beginning, like a full season ago. What was the city that we were in that we got the Storm Giants to collaborate to protect it from that giant storm?
Yes, those were Storm Giants who were living, but that it's not a Storm Giant city. That was a small village for them.
Okay. But do they know about that village of Storm Giants? Those, because we hung out with them and stuff too.
They are aware and says that they will probably be also at the refuge.
Excellent. We ran into them a good while ago and had some dealings with them. It is good that they will be safe.
She says if you want to abandon this soon-to-be cursed land, you have 100 days to arrive, and then the lady is going to teleport them all to another continent.
Thank you for the offer, but I am duty-bound to stay here and fight.
Well, they are mostly the young, the infirm, or the sick.
Sounds good.
Except for Closer, who is staying with his wife out of the fact that he has a small child. Also, fun fact, it takes 2 years for a giantess to come to term.
That's a lot of baby.
Yep.
It only took me like a day.
Mm-hmm.
It did. Seems less painful.
Mm-hmm.
Second encounter check. Sorry, 9 and 60. Yep, just what I thought. No encounter.
Okay, so that's the next roll then.
I'll take it.
Yep, no encounter or changes in the weather. 16 and 32. Wow, you guys are amazing. And I'm dead serious here. You had 32, Crunk rolled a 31, right in the same range, in the same zone. No encounter. Perception checks. As you guys are reaching the end of this day's travel, which I need to figure out which day it is. Let's see here.
4.
10-12.
Me and Core just rolled the exact same perception check.
Hey, I almost never have this happen, but you guys actually started game on October 11th, and it is October 11th today. You all
Nice.
gained 500 experience points.
Boom.
Um,
I
do
rolled
we
a nat
gain
20
any for that
Yeah,
massive
11,000.
giant fight? 11,000. Very nice. Thank you, Sam.
That's 1 year of IRL game.
No, it's because your in-game date matched your out-of-game date.
I
October 11th, October 11th.
thought it was July 22nd in game. Where
Oh,
did the
shit,
last
you're
few
right.
months go?
You're right, it is. My bad.
Can I keep
10/11
the
was-
experience because I was right about what day it actually was?
No.
Aw,
Sorry, guys. I like being
Yep,
right.
that's fine. That's fine.
Like being right, but you like 500 experience.
I didn't need 500 experience points to know that it was dirty.
So what do you have as the in-game date, John? John, what do you have as the in-game date?
July 22nd. That was the morning we left the Giants to ride out, and we just rode all
Yep.
day with no encounters. Is it in the evening already?
Yep, you're coming upon the evening. And then I was asking for perception checks, which I see there, which I will get to in just a sec.
Cool beans. Just wanted to start my notes with in the evening.
Alright, and I need my notebook. Terrorism. Alright, I got my friends here. As you guys look across the plains, you are able to come around what seems to be a hill. Oh, D&D and cats. Hi, Tonks. You come around a hill, and those of you who beat the DC 20 are able to see a large number of small or tiny-sized creatures flying around in the large tree that everyone else sees. The tree itself seems to be a willow tree with dancing lights through it. Those of you who got the DC will realize that those are actually pixies or some other kind of flying creature. The tree himself, those of you who have seen Sal Thistle before, will realize that he is 4 to 5 feet taller, and he's definitely much broader.
It's been sitting in that good soil, getting them nutrients.
Getting that good.
Maybe even some like growth spell from a druid or something. I mean, that's a lot of growth in less than a year. I think is the last time we ran into him.
I think so too.
It's been like weeks since we ran into him.
South Thistle? Oh yeah, it has only been weeks because we ran into him right before we got to the plateau.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
guys
been
want to
like-
make a plan or discuss anything before you engage in RP? Do you want to make any knowledge checks?
Yeah.
Yep.
Knowledge checks, then plan.
If they're pixies, would that be planar or nature?
You think? I'm sorry. It depends on the question.
Okay.
What are you asking specifically?
I guess. Are these creatures local to the region, or are they push throughs from the first world?
No, it's local.
Not local. Okay.
I just did a thing that's totally legit because I actually have all those as trained knowledge skills. Anything come to mind?
About this group? Sure, I'll give you some facts. Nice knowledge check, Rylon. All right. In this group, there's a number of core members. Sal Thistle, who is a cleric of the treant god Amenthrilstein. Smide Acorn Blessed, who the treant Sal ended up saving from death. Sal Acorn Blessed is a sanctified imp who turned his leathery bat wings against the evil and now serves the light. They're assisted by Castwallen the Codex Hunter, a winged Mustaval, which is a tiny ferret-like rat person who is generally winged, and you've met him before. Blossom, who is a pixie, and you've met before. Pixies are notorious for being able to become invisible. And Pin, the Witch of Thistlebranch, is an air sylph who seems to like to grow things on and in and around Sal. She's got a lot of hanging baskets and things that you saw before. She is a witch of legendary status and is known for her infusions. Sal himself is, known to be forgetful about all the little people, and by little people I mean anyone who's not a treant. Longs to heal, teach, and grow other Ents. When he finds them, he'll spend many years teaching, helping them. Unlike other treants, Sal is a cleric and uses his magic to stay active in the winter. He was once named the best storyteller by the Evergreen Grove of Bardic Treants. And let's see what other random facts you know here. Smide Acorn Blessed carries a holy symbol of a pair of arrows and was charged by the god Amenthrilstein to fight the undead and evil in whatever way he can. He uses his great power to effect great change, and in fact he is rather famous for doing so. It's not common that imps change sides like that, and so the fact that he does so and actually has the respect of the church he works for is rather impressive. I think that's what you got from all of APOC Core and Rylon's knowledge checks. I'll let you ask a single question apiece.
I was just going through my backpack and I'm going to ask a question about something I found. It is called White Arrakis Spice. What the fuck is this? Is this some kind of drug that I bought? Is this drugs I bought when I was high and I don't remember it?
Why don't you go ahead and take that and see how it helps?
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take one of the doses. I have 3. Let's find out what it does. I'm gonna do a heal. I'm gonna do a heal check on myself as I start to experience it.
Anyone else joining this? He did say 3 doses. Yep. So there's 2.
Okay.
Hoon and Core.
All right. I'm gonna save the other one. We don't know what this is gonna do yet.
Nice.
All right. There was one question. Question number 2. Apocalypse or Rylon?
I'm gonna ask. Core and Foon. You know, we have to talk to them like in a couple of minutes, right?
They both are sweating.
I feel chatty. Who wants to chat?
Why are we here?
To get a card.
We're here to talk to a tree,
Yeah.
Fuck. Cards.
Um,
Rylon, you might have to do a lot of the talking here because they're both higher than
We'll save gentlemen.
Giraffe's ass.
Hey, dude. I got a thing we can do some string. Let's start doing Cat's Cradle. I'm gonna try to do Cat's Cradle.
I guess knowing that they are traveling towards the war, and the fact that they might have known that we were looking for cards and didn't talk about it means that they mostly are using it in some way.
I'm following the logic. Do you have a question?
I guess I think about the various characters of these people, and I'm trying to think of what we as a group could do for them to help out. So learning more, maybe knowing a little bit more since I did a lot of knowledge local, knowing a little bit more about how the imp change sides might be valuable.
Sure. I will give you more of his backstory. Sal Thistle found the imp Smide wounded. He is a very compassionate treant, and despite the fact that this was an imp and obviously an evil creature, unfortunately Sal doesn't have the best eyesight. Thinking that this poor unfortunate imp was a halfling, he brings him back to his head grove, lays him down in front of the altar, and doesn't notice the fact that the imp is actually smoking from the presence of holy energy. Reaches up, calls to his god, Amenthrilstein, and says, will you heal this unworthy creature? And the god says, yes, but only if he promises to serve me for life. So upon hearing that, the cleric wakes him up and asks him the question. Poor unfortunate Smide was still knocked out and still pretty loopy from this, and didn't realize where he was when he said yes, thinking he could trick this stupid treant. The power of the god flowed into him and forced out all of the evil. He lost his previous surname and gained the title Acorn Blessed. The god Amenthrilstein told him he must travel the world as one of his seeds of Akora, and to guard, tend, and be bound to Sal Thistle as his permanent guardian. He is bound as a tree is bound to earth. The imp is bound to Sal. One of the legends about him is if Smide ever travels more than 100 miles from Sal, he immediately teleports back to the branches of Sal Thistle.
Okay. Interesting.
They, as a pair, will sell their services as a sell sword to various churches.
That's nice.
They're generally paid in either a great item, a minor or major artifact, or a quest related to nature.
Okay.
I actually have a real question, knowledge-wise, about this. How
Sure.
friendly is this group with the Dwarven Kingdom?
This is one of the few outside merchant trading groups that is allowed inside the Dwarven nation without escort. And you know that's mostly because of Pin, the Witch of Thistle Branch. She has a great reputation with the Earth Sylphs of the Dwarven nation. Circling back around to Fuin and Kor. Fuin, you're starting to get lightheaded and very elated in your mood. Kor, everything's sparkly plus elated.
Like Trails sparkly or like Bishonen sparkly?
Like you can't stop the true scene that's been activated on your eyes, and it's not only that, but it's causing light trails everywhere it goes, like you're in the middle of a rave.
Wild. All right. I'm gonna just
and in
ride
fact,
that.
When you close your eyes, it doesn't go away. It's almost like your eyelids don't exist.
Cool. Who is nearest to me besides Fuin, like physically, as we're I'm riding on a horse, aren't I? This is great. All right, I'm just gonna ride.
Everyone's riding on a horse, but the man on a turtle, who seems to be talking to you.
I'm sorry. What did you say, dude?
As you look at the turtle's mouth isn't moving, but you get the distinct impression that she is being disapproving and motherly.
Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing. I'm directly talking to Galapagos. Your turtle's judging me, bro.
Turtle can't talk to you.
That's not what I heard.
The stuff has gotten to your head already.
That's exactly what it's for.
In
It's not
fact,
for
she
talking
started. Sorry, go ahead.
Say, so now you can talk to turtles too, because you took this.
I could always talk to turtles. Now I can understand.
You know, he's not lying.
Okay,
All right.
what's Galapagos' favorite food?
Galapagos, what do you want, Noms?
You hear her distinctly start a TED talk about the dangers of spice.
What is Galapagos actually thinking? Just to me,
Galapagos is trying to tell me not to do what I did.
What's Galapagos thinking towards you?
Yeah, what is Galapagos actually thinking? I'm assuming that he's hallucinating.
That she's mildly hungry and wondering why this strange human's staring at her.
Nice.
I'll just pat the turtle and sure core.
You also get the distinct impression that Fuin is in fact not an elf, and in fact is beer incarnate.
I'm pretty sure I believed that to begin with.
When is the liquor?
Pretty sure that mug took his body over like 10 minutes after we met him.
You're saying Fuin's just a homogenous amalgamation of beer and
He's
sex.
He's
homogenous amalgamation of hops.
Yeah,
and
just riding in a stolen meat bag.
Hops and herpes, probably.
A mixture of hops and venereal disease. No,
Wow.
I cast remove disease on him after he goes trolloping about.
That is actually true. You do cast that every time he comes back.
Greater return.
All right, so do you want to ask any other questions about the upcoming encounter before you guys actually deal with the encounter itself?
Nope,
Let's
my
make the
character's way
tree.
too high.
What was that, Chris?
Meet the tree.
Speak to tree, indeed.
Meet the tree. I don't want to beat a
Tree.
tree.
Talk,
I'm
tree.
on my dick here.
So I'll be right back. Sorry.
Did you say you're going to be right back?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Why don't we take a 5-minute before we get into this then?
All right, sounds great. I'll put us on the break screen. Bye-bye, everybody. Back in 5. back.
You're back.
That was the countdown.
I'm front. I'm front.
Oh, I'm
Middle.
back and you're front?
Middle?
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, middle is a pretty comfy place, but if you want it, you can have it. I'll take back.
No, I have to be on the outsides if you really want to make it a sandwich.
Mm, too warm?
I like being in the middle.
Good.
Alright, so we're catching up to these guys. I did a knowledge check when we were off the air that confirmed we believe Acorn Blessed to be the card holder. Quote, his sister is quoted to saying, when he fell to the light, he used a powerful card to wrong their family.
So we should talk to him first.
Not necessarily.
He's sort of indentured to the tree.
Exactly.
Okay. Well then, who wants to do the talking?
My horse's hair is so soft.
I want to talk to the tree.
Oh,
We can
Rylon it is. Rylon it is.
Rylon, all right. Is that what the party's going with?
Yep. I
Yes.
believe so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try to assist because I'm there, but good luck.
Roll me a straight diplomacy check, Chris, before we start this encounter.
Ooh.
And if anyone wants to roll their assists, now
I
is
will.
the time before the encounter starts.
You mean Rylon, not
See?
Chris.
Or, no,
Yeah,
Chris.
sorry.
Rylon's the base, and then we're supporting him.
I'm rolling
No,
one
no,
out.
no. Fuin is the base. Because you guys are allowing the Fuin to run this
We
show.
literally all just agreed Rylon.
Yup.
I didn't.
Well, then his role is separate.
I helped.
Because I'm going to try to support what Rylon is saying.
Diplomacy check is
Agreed.
what you know.
Yeah, diplomacy. Right. Still missing 2.
Just give me a second. Here we are. Okay.
Okay. So, Rylon, you guys are approaching the camp. They are sitting there and seem to be getting set up for the night.
Yeah.
There, as you guys approach camp, you'll see that there seems to be a group of about 20 small creatures flying around what seems to be this large fire out in front of Sal. Sal himself seems to be sitting down on the ground with the backpack revealed slightly out the back. The treant is wearing a large wooden backpack.
Okay. Well, playing my natural one, I'll walk up and say, as I said, I wasn't going to talk to the actual card holder right away. I was going to talk to the treant first.
Yep, so you walk up to Sal.
I'm going to say, unfortunately, one of your companions is holding something that is a possession of the Church of Mallory and the King of the Dwarves, and he wants it back.
Church of Maya. It's Maya. Rylon.
But it's in the wasn't it stolen from the King of the Dwarves?
The Sal will turn and look at you and say, "One of my companions, has something illegal? I'm about to enter a battle. I'm not sure whatever weapon you're talking about matters too much as long as I can use it on the battlefield." king's rules apply in the chaos of battle.
It is not so much the king's rule that we're worried about. We're worried about the unmaking of creation itself because of where and what these cards could do if not being held properly by the goddess and the goddess's proper companions. Although although I do not serve her, I do understand that I do not wish creation to be unmade.
I do understand your concern, though I have not seen why creation would be unmade. The card you speak of, we've used it to great effect and power.
I too held the card and knew it was powerful and would change. It could change my career in life and things in path as far. But I also know that by doing so would be more harmful to the world than power itself. Just like stealing life in unlife and not accepting death, this too is a thing that causes a being to slowly.
I'm understand what you're trying to say, but the great wisdom of the trees tells me that when there is a fire, you must occasionally light a fire to prevent it from passing, a back blaze. And this is what I'm using the card for.
I do not doubt that you are, and
Crunk, just type it in.
In any such effect. However, as I said, we were granted the mission by the King of the Dwarves, but also by the Church. Is it Malari? Just want to say it correctly, Malari. To return them because of this because of the stated effect they knew would happen if they were not brought. The deck was not brought back together properly. I'm afraid I'm also going to talk to people who I'm companions and friends with to get other cards, which I know are being used in similar ways. However, it is what it is, and we are here to collect it. And it's unfortunate as it might be.
Yeah, you should have that knowledge because you were there at the king's speech at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk with Rylon and make sure the trees know that this quest is direct prophecy from the Church of Maya.
I mentioned that already. Yeah.
Okay.
As I said, the applicable to disaster. Basically, they talked about the unmaking of not just the world but the universe, and as members of that, although I wish to fight the undead with every aching, dying piece of my heart, I understand that this is a bigger thing that oversteps that at this point in time. And so I'm asking him to think about that. Yes, I understand you'd like to use it against the undead. Still would I. However, the appropriate place right now for it is in the hands of the priests of Maya. And I know I'm not that convincing right now, but I've had a long day's ride and had to save some giants.
Did you bring an appropriate representative from the church with you? The tree asks.
No,
I'm sorry,
we were
what?
sent as the representatives.
it is from the church. However, there are members here of various faiths, some of which are more holy than others, I guess. I don't know, or more respectful too.
I would
dedicated.
be willing to discuss giving up the card, though it is a great boon to my power. I'm about to head to battle, and you asked me for my most powerful weapon. Do you have something to replace it?
I do not know what the card does for you to know if anything I would have would replace it.
It vastly increases my ability to cast spells and affect the world around me. Many of the cards have the ability to give you the ability to cast a meta magic at will with no cost to your spell levels.
Oh, that is a powerful ability indeed.
If sorry, out of character, real quick. Do we have any like meta magic rods in any of the big backpacks of loot?
I think we sold them, but I'm looking through right now. I'm in the magic items list currently.
There's a bunch of stuff that did not get sold. We just never dispositioned it, if I recall correctly.
Can you check the? I'm in my haversack right now. Can you check any loot drops that we've recently got?
Looking for that right now.
While you guys do that, Fuin, you've been rolling other rolls while things have been going on. So while they're talking, they sort of like you were trying really hard to pay attention, but the moment the two of them started talking, you started getting the adults from Snoopy noises. Yep. And so you'll notice that there's a large fire in front of you, and probably about 20 pixies and a number of other smaller creatures like an imp and a flying rat that seem to be partying pretty hard over there by that fire.
My guys, let's go ahead.
As you approach the group, they seem to be jolly and merry, and they have tiny little cups. They all seem to be coming by and cheersing you. And do you have your hair down in character?